Hi, this is Michael Warwick, and this week I'm gonna teach you how to make a topwater, like walk the dog type style lure. And it's real easy. All you're gonna need is about three, pardon. You're gonna need about a 3/4 inch. In my case, it's a flagpole, but you can go to Home Depot and purchase this, basically a dowel rod for, I'd be surprised if it was over $1. So we'll get started. So what you're going to want to do first is mark off about a 4 to 5 inch section depending on your preference. I'm going to go with about 4 to 5 inches because I think I can walk the dog better with it. So that's that. And then what you're going to want to do is just get yourself, you could use a hacksaw, or I'm going to use the skill saw. So, I mean, either one's going to work, but I don't know. This is obviously going to be a lot easier, but most people might prefer it. I don't know, but you should, I mean, even if you don't have a hacksaw or whatever, hacksaw is only going to run you about 10 to 15 bucks. I mean, it's not that big. I mean, if you want to get into making fishing lures, you're going to have to spend money anyway, so. Alright. Then you're going to want to make sure everything's plugged in, or if you have a hacksaw, just get ready and just make your cut like so. And there you go. That is the beginning stage to your lure. Next up, what you're going to want to do is take your dowel rod or the thing that you just cut, whatever it may be, and you're just going to want to carve it to a shape. Like, we want this end to taper in almost to a point, but round it. And on this end, we're just going to carve it up that way and just saw off almost all that part and just get it round up here. And I'll show you in a second what I just did, but today I'm gonna be using a Dremel tool that looks like this, with just your standard sandpaper tip or whatever. I mean, it's nothing big. It'll probably run you 20 bucks. I've done lures with all hand tools. Let me tell you, it's a pain. So I mean, a Dremel is almost essential. But you can do it with a pocket knife if you really want to. If you only believe in hand tools, by all means, go for it. But today, in my case, I'm going to be using a Dremel. I just got done doing the Dremel part. As you can see, I have just pretty much just shaped out the lure. Not anything official yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. So just for this little spots, like if you can see, there's some rough spots right in there, and I just want to get those out. That's just a pet peeve. And so what I'm going to use is this just regular old file. I'm sure, I mean, this is some like common stuff that you have in your, just garage or whatever. But if you don't, like I said, this isn't going to cost hardly anything. So I mean, and if you're trying to get into serious lure making, money is something you're going to have to give up, But, so, I mean, just as far as how to rough out these little spots, just do a frontward motion. I just got done doing the Dremel part. As you can see, I have just pretty much just shaped out the lure, not anything official yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. So just for this little spots, like if you can see, there's some rough spots right in there, and I just want to get those out. That's just a pet peeve. And so what I'm going to use is this just regular old file. I'm sure, I mean, this is some like common stuff that you have in your, just garage or whatever. But if you don't, like I said, this isn't going to cost hardly anything. So, I mean, and if you're trying to get into serious lure making, money is something you're going to have to give up, But, so, I mean, just as far as how to rough out these little spots, just do a frontward motion. So I just got done sanding, or not sanding, well, I did do sanding, and just filing out this lure and just getting all those. You can see it is almost completely smooth other than the rough like file marks. Golly. This is essential. I mean, you're gonna have to learn to be a perfectionist, because my first couple of tries, these things wouldn't swim worth a darn. So, I mean, if you want your lure to work, if you want to have success and like just do good with your own lures and be proud of them, you're gonna have to like actually work. So I just got this bait all sanded out and nice and filed and stuff, and as you can probably see, there's no rough spots. It's all smooth, perfect. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to take this bait and we're gonna drill the holes for these eye screws right here, and those are what's gonna hold the hooks, and it's gonna be a line tie too. So we're just gonna drill a hole with just a small bit. I mean, gotta have them laying around if you have a power drill. I'm gonna just be using this Ryobi power drill, 18 volt, and that just works fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I love this one. And so we're just gonna drill about, well, you find the length of your eye screw or whatever, and you just kind of put that up to that, and so okay, I know where that's about really gonna hit. And then you just find the center of your bait and then just drill a hole in. And there is your first hole. And I've already drilled the back hole as well. So once you have that done, you're going to get a bait that looks something like this. Right now, I would go into depth about painting, but there's so many different ways you can paint that I'm not going to get into this, at least during this video. Hope this video helped you on making your own lures, and like, comment, subscribe from DIY Outdoorsman, and have a great day.